Incorporated, manufacturer of JLG aerial work platforms, presents JLG ProFit Series Scissor Lift Safety. The purpose of this presentation is to provide the operator with the procedures essential for proper machine operation. This presentation does not relieve the user, operator, from the responsibility of obtaining, reading, and fully understanding the applicable operators and safety manual and other information provided by the manufacturer. The Operators and Safety Manual, a safety handbook, and a copy of the ANSI Responsibilities, ANSI A92.6, should be located in the designated compartment located on the front of the machine underneath the platform controls. If these documents are not available, they must be obtained and kept with the machine. The operator of the JLG scissor lift must not accept operating responsibility until instructed by a qualified person. The Operators and Safety Manual has been read and understood, as well as having operated the JLG scissor lift under supervision of a qualified operator. In addition, the operator and employer are responsible for complying with federal, state, local, or provincial rules and regulations covering the proper use and operation of this product. If there is a question on application and/or operation, contact the Product Safety and Reliability Department at JLG Industries Incorporated at 877-JLG-SAFE, 554-7233. Before each use, a walk-around inspection must be conducted to make sure that there is no visible damage, loose or missing parts, or hydraulic fluid leakage. The Operators and Safety Manual contains a complete inspection procedure that must be followed. This inspection includes the following: the steer cylinder and linkage, the drive motors and cables, the tire and wheel assemblies, check the lug nuts and tire condition, compartment covers and latches. All components are in proper working condition. Pothole protection system, the support bar, rollers, limit switches, springs, and the links are properly secured. Descent motion alarm. The battery installation. The electrolyte is at the proper level. All cables are secure with no damage or corrosion. Note: always use proper personal protection equipment when working around batteries. The proximity switch, manual descent system, the ladder, the battery charger, rotary switch. The ground controls. The switches are operable and return to the neutral position when released. Placards and control markings are legible, clean, and unobstructed. Guardrail installation. All railings are securely attached. The platform entrance gate chain is in good condition. Platform assembly. If equipped, the platform deck extension operates properly and can be securely locked in place when extended or retracted. Platform controls. The switches and control lever are operable and return to neutral when released. Placards and control markings are legible, clean, and unobstructed. To inspect the next three items, the scissor arms must be raised and the safety prop placed in a proper position to support the scissor arm assembly. Lift cylinder, which includes the hydraulic reservoir, hydraulic pump, motor, and the control valve assembly. There should be no leaks, unsupported, damaged, or broken wires or hoses. Wiring installation. No unsupported, damaged, or broken wires. Scissor arms and sliding wear pads. Check under the machine for loose or missing parts as well as any fluid leaks indicating possible damage to the machine. Also include the following as part of the walk-around inspection. Placards. Keep all information and operating placards legible, clean, and unobstructed. Protect when spray painting or shot blasting to maintain legibility. Ensure that copies of all applicable manuals, the Operators and Safety Manual, the Safety Handbook, and the ANSI Manual Responsibilities are in the manual storage holder. Ensure that all periodic inspections and maintenance has been completed as outlined in the Operators and Safety Manual for your specific JLG scissor lift. Check the machine for unauthorized modifications. Modification or alteration of a JLG scissor lift shall be made only with prior written permission of the manufacturer. Ensure overall cleanliness. Check all standing surfaces for hydraulic oil spillage and foreign objects. You should start each day with fully charged batteries. Don't smoke or have any open flames when recharging. If there is any evidence of a problem, shut down the lift, remove it from service, and notify the proper authorities. A function check of all systems must be performed after the walk-around inspection is complete. The machine must be positioned on a smooth, firm, level surface in an area free of overhead and ground level obstructions. Read and obey all warning placards and operating instructions on the scissor lift and then the applicable manuals prior to operation. Do not operate the scissor lift until you've done so. Before operating the lift, verify that you are using the proper personal protective equipment. JLG recommends approved head protection to be worn by all operating and ground personnel. While neither ANSI, SIA, or OSHA require the use of approved fall protection devices when using scissor lifts, JLG recommends that all personnel in the platform of the scissor lift use a full body harness with a lanyard attached to an authorized lanyard anchorage point. You are responsible for complying with all applicable laws and regulations as they apply to your work and the personal protection equipment required to perform your work. JLG scissor lifts are equipped with control panels that use symbols to indicate control functions. Refer to your Operators and Safety Manual or the legend located near the platform and ground control panels for a listing of these symbols and their corresponding functions. Now complete a function check of the JLG scissor lift from the ground controls. The Power Select Switch. This is a 3-position, center-off, key-operated switch supplying operating power to the platform or ground controls as selected. When positioned to platform, the switch provides power to the platform control panel. When positioned to ground, the switch provides power to the ground controls. Emergency Stop. This is a 2-position red mushroom-shaped switch that works in combination with the Power Select switch to provide electrical power to the ground control station when placed in the on position. Pushed to the off position, electrical power is shut off to all functions. Lift Switch. This is a 3-position switch that raises and lowers the platform. The switch returns to neutral when released. Raise and lower the platform through several cycles. Check for smooth operation. Ensure that the pothole protection system properly lowers in place when the platform is raised. Ensure that the lift cutout operates properly when the platform is raised to the applicable cutout height. Check the emergency stop switch function by depressing it while raising the platform. All machine functions will be disabled if it's functioning properly. If it functions properly, reset the emergency stop switch for operation. Verify the proper operation of the manual descent system. Raise the platform between 2 and 3 feet with the lift switch at the ground controls. Locate the manual descent system and follow the operating instructions as specified in the Operators and Safety Manual and on the machine. This concludes the functional check of the ground controls. Now perform a functional check of the platform controls. Position the Power Select switch to the platform position. The maximum capacity for the scissor lift is displayed on the machine and in the Operators and Safety Manual. Know the total weight of all individuals, tools, equipment, and materials to be placed in the platform before operation. Never exceed the rated capacity. Distribute the load evenly on the platform floor. Use extreme caution when entering or leaving the platform. Ensure that the scissor arm assembly is fully lowered. Always face the machine, and use the three-point contact method when entering or leaving the platform. The three-point contact method means that 2 hands and 1 foot or 1 hand and 2 feet are in contact with the machine at all times while entering or leaving the platform. Enter the platform properly and latch the entrance chain or platform gate if equipped. Emergency stop. This is a 2-position red mushroom-shaped switch that works in combination with the power select switch to provide electrical power to the platform control station when placed in the on position. When pushed to the off position, electrical power is shut off to all functions. Set the emergency stop switch to the on position to operate the machine. Check all indicator lights during the bulb check when the power is turned on. Consult the instructions for operating the platform controls as outlined in the Operators and Safety Manual. Verify the proper operation of the lift function by raising and lowering the platform through several cycles and checking for smooth operation. Check the emergency stop switch function by depressing it while raising the platform. All machine functions will be disabled if it's functioning properly. If it functions properly, reset the emergency stop switch for operation. Check the drive function for proper operation by driving forward and reverse. The high drive speed function will not operate when the platform is raised above a certain height, allowing only the low drive speed to function. Consult the Operators and Safety Manual for the maximum platform height at which the high drive function is permitted to operate. Ensure that all drive and/or lift cutouts operate properly when the platform is raised to the applicable cutout height. Consult the specific model and country specifications in the Operators and Safety Manual to determine the cutouts of your specific unit. If any cutouts do not operate properly when the platform is elevated above the specified height, shut down the machine, remove the unit from service, and notify the proper authorities. Evaluate the steer function. Steer left and right and check for proper operation. Check that the drive brake holds when the machine is driven up and stopped on a grade. The grade must not exceed the rated gradability as stated in the Operators and Safety Manual for the applicable JLG scissor lift model. When driving with the platform elevated, the JLG pothole protection system must be fully lowered into position. If the pothole protection system bar comes in contact with an obstruction preventing the bar from being fully lowered into position, the drive function will not operate. Verify that the drive cutout functions properly as outlined in the Operators and Safety Manual before operation. Do not drive the machine unless the platform extension is properly secured in place. Do not activate the lift-down function without completely retracting and securing the platform extension in place. This concludes the functional check of the JLG scissor lift. If any of the functions outlined in this video or in the Operators and Safety Manual for the applicable JLG scissor lift model do not function properly, shut down the machine, remove the unit from service, and notify the proper authorities. Some general safety precautions must be followed during operations of a JLG scissor lift. Do not operate any machine on which the safety or instruction placards or decals are missing or illegible. Do not operate the machine until it has been serviced and maintained according to the maintenance and inspection requirements as specified in the Service and Maintenance Manual. Ensure all safety devices are operating properly. Do not remove, modify, or disable any safety devices. Modification of these devices is a safety violation. Never operate a malfunctioning machine. If a malfunction occurs, shut down the machine, remove the unit from service, and notify the proper authorities. Precautions to avoid all hazards in the work area must be taken by the user before operation of the machine. Do not operate the machine in hazardous environments unless approved for that purpose by JLG. Before operation, check the work area for any overhead hazards such as electrical lines, bridge cranes, and other potential overhead obstructions. Ensure that operators of other overhead and floor-level machines are aware of the aerial platform's presence. Disconnect power to the overhead cranes and electrical lines. Barricade floor areas if necessary. The scissor lift is not insulated and does not provide protection from proximity to or contact with an electrically charged conductor. Maintain a safe distance and clearance from electrical lines, apparatus, or any energized parts. Allow for machine movement and electrical line swaying. Maintain a clearance of at least 10 feet or 3 meters between any part of the machine and its occupants, their tools, and their equipment from any electrical line or apparatus carrying up to 50,000 volts. 1 foot additional clearance is required for every additional 30,000 volts